All right, we're back for another episode of the Idiot Circle. I'm Mike.
I'm Fred.
Czar.
And ladies and gentlemen, back for a return visit, Mr. Andy Scheel. Andy, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me back. It's awesome to be back at the Idiot Circle.
You
Back
know,
for
brother.
more.
My second lap.
Your second lap. Yeah.
Second lap.
As Rat would say, he's back for more.
Look at him. Look at him. He's geared out, man. Look at that. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Got the native sweatshirt. Baggers.
That's a racist shirt. I'm gonna go all Karen on you on that one.
I'm Karen. Andy, what's your favorite Michigan soda? Pop. Michigan pop.
With soda. I've been in Florida too long, bro.
Yeah, right.
They don't even say it there. What is it?
Faygo peach.
Peach. I didn't even know they had peach. Peach?
I guess for the mainstays, I would go cream soda.
Cream soda. There you
Good
go.
choice.
That is a good choice. I like cream soda. Gage likes cream soda. I'm going rock and rye though. Faygo.
That's excellent.
I'm a rock
There's
and rye
nothing
guy.
more Michigan than that.
Yeah, definitely rock and rye.
Ready? Red Pop, Verner's.
I'm all about Verner's.
I like Verner's.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If somebody offered me a Faygo, I'm not going to turn it down by any means. But Verner's is a pop that every time I think of Verner's, I think of my mom. I think of my grandparents. They all loved Verner's. So
raise your hand if
Diet Verner's too.
If you were sick and your mom heated you up, Verner's. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Settles the stomach.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You take that and a couple saltine crackers, and it's supposed to settle your stomach.
Mm.
To me, it just constipated me. I'm like, oof.
Yeah, man.
What the crackers did?
Yeah.
It definitely constipated my crack with the crackers. So
okay.
Yeah, no, that was bad. Sorry, dad joke.
So
okay,
we got
is
a
that
little
your
topic
topic,
going.
Rob?
Yeah, we got
yeah.
He goes right to the topic. So, we have a draft coming up. Freddie, how many weeks before the draft? 3?
The end of April 26th and 27th, I believe.
Okay. All right. So we wanted to put together the Idiot Circle draft for the Detroit Lions, saying that each one of us would pick one of their rounds for the draft. So we'd do a selection, Mike. One of us gets to pick the first pick for the Lions. Then the next idiot gets to pick the second pick for the Lions. So
well, how do we know who's available?
Well, it's
a wish list.
It's
mostly.
a wish list. It's a wish.
It's Rob's mock draft, Mike, not mine. Rob's.
Now listen.
Wish list.
Listen, if you do it right, Mike, right, you're gonna. If you're let's say Lions' third pick, which would be what, Fred? 97th overall, 120th overall, whatever.
Yeah, I don't have it right in front of me, but I can pull it up really quick.
You're not going to pick, Marvin Harrison Jr., right? Because he's not going to be there. So you try to make it as close to what you think would be available that late in the rounds. Make sense, Andy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
well, Andy's all.
How can you guess who's going to be available?
Well, that's it. I mean, that's it. You got to play. You got to play it. To see.
What if we brought up somebody else's like mock draft? Do they do like a 7-round? If we brought it, kind of estimate. I mean,
yeah, you could. Yeah,
sure. If you want to pull one up, Mike, that's great. So they have their first pick is the 29th pick. Second pick is the 61st. Their third round pick is the 73rd. Their fifth round is 164. Sixth round is 201 and 205, and round 7 is 249. Now, what I like about this, guys, 1, 2, 3, 3 of their picks will be top 100 players in the draft, which is always nice. Now, don't mind. I mean, I don't expect them to be drafting using both of those 6-round picks. I think they're going to package some stuff and move and finagle and move stuff around. But we'll just go off of what they have right now.
Hey, if you want to say, if Andy wants to come in and say, with the 61st pick, the Lions trade to Minnesota Vite or whoever, you can do that. You can do that.
If they could acquire extra top 100 picks, I think they would do it at a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
If they could bring in, obviously you don't want to move down too far down the line, but if they'd move back from the 29th pick if they could get a little bit more.
You mean trade 29 to somebody and get, like a 61, a 65 and a 69?
Yeah, they would trade like their 29th pick and maybe that 164th for like the 35th and the 75th or something like that.
No, you could do that. You could do that.
If you're going to trade your first round pick, obviously at 29, I know it's not what you would consider, even though it's the first round, it's more like the second round. But if you're going to trade 29, you got to get a second round, a third round, and maybe a fifth.
So they have almost like it's close to a back-to-back with just 8 picks away, right? They got a 61st and a 73rd, or 12 picks away.
Yeah.
So is each one of us picking each round, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Who's going first?
Want to let Andy go first?
Yeah, he's the guest.
The guest?
Yeah.
Right. Look at him. He's all happy now because he's like, now he doesn't have to think too hard.
Yeah. No, that whatever you want, man. I'm.
No, go ahead. No, I was just
shoot the rabbits, Andy. Give us what you got.
Yeah.
So you want to go right now?
Yeah.
Pick number 29.
Do.
The Lions draft Chop Robinson, edge defender, Penn State.
That's exactly what I would say too.
Okay.
And I hope he's there.
So just to set this up, I had 2 edge guys selected. Chop, thinking if I had the first pick, I don't think Chop be there. But I like it because now you force me. Now when it comes to my pick, I'm not going to go edge. I got to scramble and I got to find someone else that I got to pick. But that was a good one. If Chop Robinson's there, you could go any one of the Robinsons. I think it'd be okay.
I will be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up, if one of the, division teams are coming up and they try to swing a trade to trade up, to get Chop Robinson so he doesn't end up in the division. I could see that happening. But I'm seeing some of the pundits out there right now. They're saying that he's falling down to Detroit, which is shocking to me because he had a great combine and a great pro day.
He had a great year at Penn State.
Oh yeah, and there's no question.
That's interesting. Okay, let's make Mike second.
Okay.
Still round 1 though, right?
Well, you're at 61st. Yeah, round 2.
Round 2.
Round 2. Yeah.
I thought we each were going to pick a round 1.
Oh. No, I don't know. We could do that, I guess.
What pick do they have?
Jumping on top of
They have the 61st pick.
I'm going to say Chris Jones from Michigan.
Who?
You were breaking
Chris
up.
Jenkins.
Who did you say?
Defensive tackle. Michigan.
Well, good, because they do need a defensive tackle, right?
Well,
No,
do
they
they
do.
with DJ Reader and Aleem McNeil and Kamitsky? Hey, bring it on, because I mean you have another defensive tackle under the rookie contract. If Levi Ozaworke doesn't work, Enrique doesn't work out, they just bring him in. They still have Broderick Martin as well. So, I mean, that just loads up that defensive line nicely.
I like it. Fred, can I go?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay, with the 73rd pick of the 2024 draft, the Detroit Lions select out of the University of Georgia cornerback Kamari Lassiter.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be there. I yeah,
I
but
had him for my 61st pick, the 61st
Yeah.
pick, but I'm still thinking, yeah, I don't know if he'll be there either.
yeah, I will tell you that there are some mock drafts out there that have Lassiter going to the Lions at 29. So I mean, if he is available, to me that would be a nice pick for sure.
Here's why I liked him, Andy. You'll get a good feel out of this. You know, the knock on or the what he's good at with our GM is that he knows the SEC really well. He likes those SEC. He knows the SEC game. He's probably got a good finger on the pulse, especially out of Georgia players. I'd like to see them get him, but you know, like Fred said, will he be there that late? Who knows?
Another press man corner that's played a lot of high level games.
Big games, right? Big stage games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Freddie, you're up. You're the
Is
swing man now until Brock comes in.
Is it the 73rd pick?
So we're all at
No, it's
29.
64.
No,
we're
it's
at
164, I think, is the next pick.
Yeah. We're doing like just go straight down the round.
Oh, we're going straight down the line.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have the round. Wow, I have round 5. Okay. Round
Well,
5.
Do they
With the
have the what picks do they have? 29, 61, 73, then the next
164,
164 is the next. And
201,
then
205, and
201,
240.
205.
Yeah.
With the 164th pick of the 2024 NFL draft, the Detroit Lions select Mike Sanderstill, University of Michigan.
I don't
saw
think he'll be
him.
around.
No, he probably won't. My other pick would be would be Zach Zinter from the
What about
University.
Nugent?
Listen, Fred. You know, you got it. Like my next pick would have been Jonah Elise out of Utah for
That's
defensive.
it. That's Ellis. That's Luther Ellis's son.
But I
played
would
for
have
the
picked,
Detroit
but I
Lions.
didn't pick him because Andy already picked one. So you just went ahead and took back-to-back corners.
And that's a problem with the Detroit Lions right now.
Okay, no, I'm just asking. So you're okay to go back-to-back corners?
Okay. With the 5th round, 164, the Detroit Lions select Keon Coleman, wide receiver, Florida State.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be around either. But
No.
what about Drake Nugent, center from Michigan? They need a center. They're going to need a center because I don't think they're going to be around forever.
No, that's right. And the nice thing is, it was good that they did re-sign Glasgow. Just just somebody who's familiar with the offense, the play calls, the changes at the line of scrimmage. I do believe that they will draft a center somewhere along the draft. That they will focus in on obviously the defensive line and the offensive line for depth. But again, where they're really hurting it is the depth in the defensive backfield. So hopefully they'll address that. I think they did. I think they've done a pretty decent job with the free agency. I think it's better than what people are giving them credit for. But
getting rid of those two knuckleheads.
What's
Right,
that?
so
They did a good job getting rid of those two knuckleheads.
one got rid of himself.
Well,
Yeah.
did he? We don't know.
And sometimes you have to do that.
Setup? maybe the Lions paid her to, provoke him or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theory, but
Yeah, it was Dan Campbell's niece that got choked out, supposedly, allegedly. Andy, back to you.
At pick 201.
Pick
yeah,
201, baby.
Yes.
slim pickings at this point.
Well, pick two. Well, I'm gonna try to make it somewhat in the ballpark of where it could be. At pick 201, Detroit Lions select tight end from the University of Michigan, AJ Barner.
Oh,
Oh,
Good
All
pick
right,
because
yeah.
of the fact that they're
Brock
going to probably
Wright looks like he's heading to San Francisco.
Now, here's a question I have for you, Andy. Right now, he has been offered a contract. The Lions can match that
Mhm.
and could still lose him, and that would give them an extra pick. But if they don't match it, they don't get an extra pick.
Right.
you know what I like about Andy's pick? For the longest time, and it even came out, right, Fred, that the old Lion regime from the 70s and 80s and even into the 90s said they would never pick anybody from the University of Michigan. And now maybe we start a trend where the Lions look at that homegrown talent and take people from the University of
there's
Michigan.
plenty to pick from, especially this
Yeah,
year.
exactly, right? All right, Mike, you're up with the 205th pick. So almost a back-to-back from where our man Andy picked.
Oh, gosh, man, we're deep into it now, huh?
We're deep into the weeds, baby.
Oh no,
You're
the only
deep
players
into
that are Michigan players. Don't pay attention to anybody else. I'm going with the Lions are going to draft another Michigan player, Trevor Keegan, at 205.
Trevor Keegan. There you go. What position is that?
Guard.
Oh, that's a good. Well, there you go.
Mhm.
You never have too many offensive linemen in the camp,
Nope.
right?
It's
No.
all about
Especially
depth.
when some of them get injured, I mean,
All right, what's my pick, Fred? 205. What's the next pick that we have?
It's actually my pick is the last pick in round 7.
I go before you. It was
yeah,
Andy, Mike, me, then you.
yeah. 249. 249th pick.
249.
My bad.
With the 249th pick, the Detroit Lions are going to address their kicking position. Not that this gentleman will still be around, but he would hold an 82.8% kicking ratio, 288 points at his school, most accurate kicker in program history. Cam
From the
Little,
University of Alabama.
University of Arkansas. Yeah, Cam Little.
Arkansas.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you were going to say Alabama go with Will Reichert.
I think Raker would be way off the board by then.
I
What
was
up-
thought that's what you're going to go.
What about the kicker for the Panthers?
Yeah, I knew you were
Yeah,
going to say
that's
that.
what someone said. That's what Mike
Holy
was saying.
shit. That guy.
His first kick since high school.
Since high school.
What?
First kick since high school.
Since high school. 64-yarder. They called a timeout. And he kicked it
Made
again
both of
and
them.
made it twice. First kick since high school.
What did he do in college?
He's a soccer player.
Was
Yeah,
he a
he's a soccer
soccer
player.
player? Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, hell, man, sign him up.
Sign him up. That's what
Get
I'm
him
saying.
dirt cheap. Get him
Jake
dirt.
Bates. Jake Bates. Why not, man?
Do you have season tickets, Mike? Did you buy them?
No, I didn't get them.
Did you go?
No, I couldn't go.
Oh,
So I might go this weekend though.
who they play?
Oh, I don't remember, to be honest with you.
This is the combined league, right? This is the
Yeah,
XFL.
it's
Yeah,
with the,
UFL.
yeah, with the XFL in there. I saw him play
Why,
the
he did-
Birmingham Stallions last year.
Yeah. All right, while
I
he's
saw
looking that up, Fred, why don't you
Oh.
give us your pick?
They play the
That was the
Birmingham
last pick,
Stallions,
Rob.
by the way.
Oh, that's
Birmingham
it?
Stallions.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Well, I noticed that Ryan Lewerke is on the Panthers.
He is. He's
I mean, there's a
backup
ton of
quarterback.
Michigan State people on that team. Kenny Willekes or
Yep.
Wilkes is on
Yeah.
the team.
Lewerke is on the Panthers.
Hmm.
Yep. When you can't play in the NFL, you play for the Panthers, and you're from Michigan State.
Yeah. How about that hockey game the other night?
Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
Did you see it, Andy?
I watched
saw-
the one before that. Western was
The big-
beating Michigan State 4-2 with 10 minutes to go in the game and lost 5-4.
Lost. I was watching that game, Andy. That was disappointing. And they were talking about how Western, because they had all played over 110 games or something like that. Something crazy. They were all upperclassmen. Some of them had COVID years, and
Yeah.
Michigan State being so
And
young.
there was 6 years. Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
There's some kids that have been given a 7th year next year.
Mm.
For 7 years, they've been playing college sports. They're going to be 25.
I just don't
So,
get that, man. But whatever. I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, hockey. Okay, I can see the hockey and soccer and stuff like that. But you start getting into the basketball and the football, and you got a 25-year-old guy who runs a 4.5 40, and he comes and hits a 18, 19-year-old kid that's just coming out of high school. I mean, that's like a man hitting.
That's a man, baby.
That's a man, baby.
Hey,
Yeah,
Brock, did you see that game?
Brock.
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 Wait a minute. Where's Brock?
Brock. Well,
Brock.
Brock's
Brock's
not on yet.
the panel tonight.
Yeah, he probably pulled a hammy or something at the Washington Life Center.
yeah, he's probably sitting on the sideline practicing his cornhole while he's waiting to get into the game.
Oh, that's going to be the
Yikes.
match of the century. Do you know about this cornhole matchup, Andy? You know about this tournament? No?
No, I know that there's leagues around here.
Yeah.
Is this a league or is this some big showdown?
Yeah,
This
it's
is a big
Fred
showdown.
versus Brock.
Okay.
It's a 1-on-1 mano-y-mano death match. Cornhole.
Yeah.
That's
The
2 out of
loser
3.
is off of the idiot circle.
Yep, the loser's off of the idiot circle.
So you can't.
Hence the death match.
Texas death match.
Yeah. That's the death match.
They haven't agreed to that yet, but that's what I'm
Are
pushing for.
you guys going to record it?
That's
we
a
might
good idea.
we might do a live Facebook live version of it.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, but we're doing it at McConnell's Tim's pole barn. And we said I got 3 sets of boards. I think Mike's got one. I'm sure Brock has one. Get it and call it the TIC Invitational. So, but yeah, we're Brock's been talking some pretty big smack.
Just Brock.
For he's talked a lot more than I have.
Yeah.
And you have to admit that.
Yeah.
He's ran his mouth a lot more. So I just.
Well, it's unreal that that's the case, but you're right.
I know. Hey, Mike, touche, bitch. Totally get it.
He's like Apollo, and you're like Drago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As he puts his gloves on, are you just gonna pound through him?
No,
I don't know.
He's gonna have his manager with him. He goes, "What are you doing? This is just exhibition."
He's spitting everywhere.
Yeah. If he dies, he dies.
Probably my favorite Rocky 4.
3's the best one.
I like
3.
4.
3's the best one.
Yeah, I like 3.
He loses, has to come back and come back and fight Mr. T twice. Come on.
Well, Mick dies too.
And Mick dies, and
Drago.
yeah. Hey, let's just put it this way: I mean, I would say 4 is good, but you know, the whole, no one's gonna, from Russia is going to all of a sudden in the middle of the fight change it and root for Rocky, and then Rocky gets out in there and does a speech, and the Gorbachev lookalike stands up and gives him
He ended the
a
Cold
round
War
of
5 years before it
Well,
actually
apparently you haven't seen Rocky 4 because that does happen.
yeah.
Yeah.
You need to watch
What
it.
the irony is there, if you go into Rocky 5, Rocky solved the Cold War. He
Yeah.
ended it
Yeah.
and then lost all of his money the next day.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then it was
Now
flat
it-
broke. But
yep,
within
flat-
a week was flat broke and living in
flat
South
broke.
Philadelphia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Paulie spent all his money on the horses.
So
Yeah, he gave somebody a power of attorney.
I got 4. These two got 3 for Rocky. Andy, which one's your favorite Rocky?
I'm gonna dial it back even one further. I'm gonna go to 2.
Ooh.
The end fight in Rocky 2, you couldn't have asked for a better comeback from the first Rocky fight.
Now my question is
they
how
both
many?
were down, and then
Right.
Rocky barely gets
Yeah.
up at the ninth second of the countdown
Right.
in the 15th round.
Yeah. How many of you saw every Rocky 1 through 5 in the movie theater?
No,
I
probably
did.
I probably did. Yeah.
I did.
Yep.
I would
I
think
did.
so. I
I
mean,
didn't see the one just called Rocky Balboa or whatever. The one.
Actually, that was not a
It was
bad movie.
okay.
The Creed movies are good,
yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, but you know what? The thing about the Creed movies, the Creed 3, it was like his friend was Mr. T and he was Rocky and went through the whole. It's like, dude, can you at least try to make it not so obvious that you're
do
going
you
right
have to
up?
fight everybody's son or nephew?
Yeah. Mr.
Yes.
T's son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Who's next? Clubber Lang's son? Yeah, I was just gonna say
Yeah.
that's.
All right, I got one for you guys. So the best of the Indiana Jones.
Last Crusade.
Yeah, that's mine.
Well,
Number
I
3.
mean, one is iconic. Don't get me wrong, but the Last Crusade, looking for the Cup of Christ, pretty damn
Yeah.
good.
Well, plus you got Sean Connery. Plus, I mean, it's
Yes.
just you know,
Junior.
yeah, battling the Nazis in Western Europe. Unbelievable. Okay, I'm same with you. Okay, Mike, how about you?
Uh,
Some people like
I'm gonna
Temple
say
of Doom.
I'm gonna say the original one. Raiders,
One.
the original. Yeah.
Raiders of the
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yeah.
Andy, you.
I am gonna go Temple of Doom. And I just because when I was a kid, like
Oh.
when the guy melts, when that German,
Oh yeah, yeah.
that gripped, that was captivating cinema for me. I still can see that.
All right, that's
like Poltergeist.
yeah. The German was that was 1.
Okay, so then I guess I'm Raiders of the Lost
Temple
Ark.
of Doom's where the guy reaches in and pulls your heart out and all. That's with Kate Capshaw and all. And I didn't like that one. But 1, 3, and the one right after Last Crusade was okay, and then this latest one.
I didn't see the latest one.
I haven't seen the latest one, but the one that came out 6 years ago, 8 or 10, 15, that was horrible. I didn't like it. He looked too old.
What was that? What was that one called? Oh, the Crystal something or other.
Crystal, yes.
Skull?
Well, it's Crystal Skull,
right?
and then the new one, it's like Indiana Jones, the Temple of Geritol.
Temple of Crusade.
I'm looking it up right now. I don't even know the name of the latest one.
Temple of the
Indiana
Lost Ark.
Jones and the Dial of Destiny. The Dial of Destiny.
All right, now for Star Wars, which one the best of all the Star Wars movies? Mike, we'll start with you.
Well, he doesn't like the Star Wars movies.
Oh, I thought he did.
I've only seen the first 3. Try Empire Strikes Back for me because I've only seen the first 3.
I'm gonna go to I'm going Return of the Jedi when Han Solo's frozen in that bronze or whatever that was. Once again, I thought he was dead. I was heartbroken for a half hour.
I was heartbroken. I was
For about a half an hour.
No, he's into it.
Yeah, just like
yeah. I wanted that action figure immediately. We're racing now. Toys R Us to get to that.
Right.
We want that Han
Toys R Us
Solo.
with that.
Han
That's not
Solo.
even around anymore.
No, there's wine, whatever that Total Wine now.
That's crazy stuff.
Freddie,
My
what one's your favorite?
My favorite is Star Wars, the Revenge of the Sith.
Oh,
And that's one of the newer ones because of the fact that it shows Anakin Skywalker turning into Darth Vader and how and why it happened and where how Luke and Princess Leia were separated and went different ways. I know a lot of people don't like the new ones, but I was kind of skeptical about them, but I ended up watching them, and that one is just so well done. It's really, really good. And don't get me wrong, I love the original three. Don't get me wrong, but that one just it kind of the new one's set up, basically what the original first one. It gave some backstory to all that, and if you've seen Rogue One, where it fits in between the episode 3 and 4, and you put Rogue in the middle of that, it kind of shows you how how that all started, where the Death Star was being built and everything like that. So I thought that was pretty cool too.
Andy, did you see any of the new ones or?
no, and what's interesting, I think the ones that we refer to as the first three are actually the middle three.
Yeah,
in the story.
in the sequence of the story.
Yeah.
In the sequence of the storytelling. So
we mean the first three made is a movie.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
chronological.
Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Those were the middle three, which I guess puts you at an advantage. You knew going into the next three that were made were the first three, and then the last three that were made were the last three. And like after, I guess in the sequence, nine. I think nine. Isn't there?
There's let's see. There's the first 3, 6. If you want to call it Rogue, is 7. Then 8. You have there's 8, and if you want to throw the Han Solo movie in there too, that would be 9.
There's 9 Star Wars? Holy shit, I didn't even know that.
8 that truly tells the story, and then like Fred said, the Han Solo one's more of like an origin story.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like his biography. It's like his A&E biography.
Yeah.
Something horribly went wrong.
Yeah. So how many of you have seen most, if not all, the Marvel movies?
No, I don't. I'm not a Marvel guy.
No, I haven't seen. I've seen a lot, but I haven't seen all of them.
Okay. Because they're outstanding. Oh, look, there he is. You got an ice pack on your hamstring, mister? I got to go play basketball.
No, I feel great, mister. I didn't play basketball.
No, he's been practicing cornhole while you've been playing basketball.
Well, you better keep that pimp hand strong.
Hey,
Well, I know you. I know you have.
This isn't one of those visors with the fake hair, is it? You got going on there?
Well,
It's
look
like
at
a
him.
Guy
He's
Fieri visor.
hydrating. Look at him. He's hydrating. He's got his visor on. He's
What do
all
we
ready.
got on this visor this week, Brock? Oh fuck!
Oh, in light of
Had
their
to
great
ask.
hockey performance,
No,
looking
in
forward
light
to-
of their great tournament.
I'm looking forward to watching them play Boston College in the Frozen Four.
Yeah,
Oh, I forgot they're not
Oh
in it.
wait, that's Michigan.
Yeah.
they showed Tom Izzo at the hockey game. I guess that's all he's got to do at this time of the year is go to other sporting events.
Okay.
sign some autographs and get some NIL money, so he can bring some extra guys in.
So are you guys thinking that he may be like, maybe should be hanging it up pretty soon?
I think so.
Well, I think a lot of people think that, but he said that he wants to. I think he wants to coach another 3 years. He said,
Wow.
and I don't know, and I don't understand why.
What
I mean-
what say the university? I mean, there's got to be a point where, I mean, they made the tournament, but then what they
Well, they
won
make the
in
tournament almost
second,
every
they lost
year,
the
but-
second round. They lost
Yeah,
second
you
round.
can't let Tom Izzo go. That's not going to happen. He's going to.
Well, you could have said the same thing about D'Antonio too, but they did.
Well, yeah, they're pretty dumb in that respect.
They let D'Antonio go. Why not?
Yeah.
I'd be shocked
I don't
if that happened. Absolutely shocked.
Remember, this is the university that hired the John L. Smith.
Yeah.
Are we talking this for the second time? Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think this one has a
Yeah, the
little
first
bit.
one.
I
That's
think this.
John
I think
Smith.
this one has a little bit of better track record. I think he'll be doing
Yes,
fine.
I'm talking about the first one.
Okay.
L. Smith.
Now speaking of Michigan State,
Well, they also hired a Midnight Tugger.
you know, well, yeah,
and, and gave him $1 billion. The hell
a billion dollars.
Well, name
Right.
a university that hasn't screwed up in a hiring or two, right?
Yeah, it's true. Good
Yeah,
point, Brock.
Yeah, it is a good point, bro.
Well, I think everybody's had that moment.
Yeah.
Notre Dame, Jerry Faust, Michigan.
What do you mean, Notre Dame, Marcus Freeman?
Marcus Freeman. Well, I was trying to be nice. I mean,
Bob
Michigan,
Davey, Ty Willingham,
Rich
I mean,
Rod,
the
you
list
got
goes on
friggin'
and on.
The
Brady
list goes
Hoke.
on.
You can, you know, what's the big fat guy? I can't remember. his
Charlie
name.
Weiss.
I had to forget
Charlie
him.
Weiss.
Charlie
Fairly
Weiss.
way.
We could go
Double
on
butt.
and on. I mean, we go on and on.
I
Really.
think Notre Dame holds the record for the most bonehead coaching
Well,
hires.
they did until the Jawan Howard hiring, and then I think Michigan.
Right. It was pretty bad. It was
Touche.
pretty bad when Notre
Touche.
Dame hired Double Butt to come and coach.
Yeah.
Fucking Charlie Weiss.
Oh,
You know if
God.
he was walking forward or walking backwards. But you know the thing is I'm on Facebook yesterday and I see this
Imagine
article
that.
written.
Yeah, you
Written-
on Facebook?
Well, and it's an article written about a boy who has a
Named
kind
Sue?
of just kind of like a challenge. Decided to try to walk on from
Water?
Michigan State and try to make the team, and then became kind of a little obsessed with it, and he might have a chance to be part of the team, and it just happens to be Brock Hanley's nephew.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really, Brock.
I was wondering. I saw his last name was Hanley. I mean, it's got to be related to Brock. I mean, how many Hanleys are there?
Tell
Right.
us
There
about
are.
it, Brock. Tell us about
All the
Yeah.
rest of them are in
What's going on?
Germany.
Yeah.
it.
His name's actually Casper, which is an old German name that it's been throughout.
It means friendly ghost.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
Mike. I don't know how you knew that, but that's exactly what that means. So yeah, so he's his second year at Michigan State, and he's his majors. What the hell was it?
Cardiology.
No, he better work on Alzheimer's stuff to help his Uncle Brock. But anyway, he wrote an article. He works for the paper. He wrote an article about trying out as a walk-on for the Michigan State football team. And he went through a series of, basically eliminating what position he's actually going to try out for. He's like, I can't be a receiver. I'm not fast enough. He's 6'1". He's 185 pounds. When he was at Jackson, he played center. But I mean, he wasn't even the biggest kid in Jackson, right? I mean, they had some big kids in Jackson. He's not that fast. So he says, but what he really was excelled at was like
Long snapper.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, and then he gets to there. He says, "I'm gonna." So he starts practicing long snapping, and he feels very, very confident that in any situation he's going to be able to long snap this ball pretty good. And then he gets to the tryout, and they said, "Well, we're not doing any special teams, no long snapping, no punts." So he's like, "What the shit?" So he's thinking, "What the closest thing, I was a line tight end." So he's tight end. Then he starts feeling like more confident, because it's him and another guy are trying out for the tight. There's only 2 tight ends, walk on tight end. So he starts feeling a little bit better about the situation.
Yeah.
But it goes on. He's about how he's, catching on the passes, and he's got big hands. He's actually got good hands, but he just doesn't have speed, right? Or he doesn't have the size for a tight end. But basically, the article ends up, he didn't hear back from him, so he's like, "I'm pretty sure I won't be playing." So you didn't get a yes or a no, but it was a good article.
That's cool.
So he's like the paper Spartan.
Yes. Yeah, there you go.
George Plimpton.
Yeah.
Good
Nice.
kid, though, smart. Very smart.
Hey, you know what? It takes balls. It really does, because
Yeah.
I mean, when you have an idea, you just do it for kind of shits and giggles. Like, when the Detroit Drive came to town, I was at Macomb Community College, and actually I did the weekend tryout to play for the Drive. And I made it past the first cut, and then after that I didn't, they said, "Yeah, no." So yeah, but it was kind of fun just to see, what it could, be like. Because I mean, those were all like cast off people that probably played at Division 2 and 3 schools, and I'm like, hey, why not just do it for fun? And I made it through the first day, and the second day I think I was there for maybe 2 hours, and I got let go. So it was fun. I was there anyway because I was doing baseball camps, and when the baseball camp got over, they came in and did it, and I just stuck around and did it, and gave it a
What
whirl.
position were you trying out for? Quarterback?
Yep. I mean, I could throw the ball well. The problem is they started running like some plays. I was throwing behind people and stuff because they were faster than fuck, and I was yeah. So needless to say, I didn't last very long. But it was just fun. I just wanted to do it for fun.
When you see all those levels, like Division 3, Division 2, and Division 1, the players can be the same size, but what's different is the speed of the game. I mean, when you start seeing these guys just, you got a guy who's like 300 pounds, he can run a 4.6. That's a lot. That's a lot of train moving fast.
Right. Yeah, and there was no way.
You got to have football speed too, Brock, right? So like, when Rich Rod came in, his idea was, I'm going to get all fast people, in positions. And I remember my dad going to a spring game in his first year, and my dad said they got a lot of speed. They just don't have football players. They don't have football speed. Running in pads with a ball and running to hit a guy is a lot different than running 440s track and other stuff. Just doesn't equate sometimes.
Well, they had one guy with football speed. That's for damn sure.
Well, you got to have more than one. That's the problem.
I know. Well, did they? I mean, he pretty much carried a team.
It's
defense.
You say that, right? You say that, and it was funny because when I played at Olivet, we had a kid on our team. He was a junior, and I remember watching this kid. He ran a 4.4.
Yeah.
He was about Barry Sanders' height. It wasn't his size, but I never seen anybody so fast. I mean, like in your face. I mean, like that close to being that fast.
Yeah.
They tried him a receiver. They tried a running back. Everything. You couldn't get the kid the ball. He had no hands. I mean, like even they tried pitching out to him. He's fumbling it. They run him down the field. He's all by himself. He throws it. He can't catch the ball. I mean, he was terrible, literally terrible. But if somehow you could duct tape that ball to his hands, no one's going to catch him.
No one.
So did he go to the Kendarius Tony School of Wide Receivers?
I think he went to the Ronaldo Nehemiah school. Of
You know,
wide
that's a good name. There's a good name right there. That guy was Olympic speed. Raiders tried to put him on the team. Did he have a little career?
49ers.
Well, he started out with the Raiders first.
I think it was.
Mhm.
I think it was the
Raiders
49ers. And,
flip-flop.
And
49ers, then
split.
yeah,
Raiders.
because he came across the middle. Boom, boom. Got
Yeah.
smoked.
I mean, essentially, he should have been the best receiver ever. I mean, he was always wide open. He just couldn't catch the ball.
Alligator arms.
Yeah. So think about Jahmyr Gibbs when you see him running that ball. It's not that he's just that damn fast and faster than anybody else. He's doing it
He's
with pads
quick.
on. He's doing it with the ball in his hand. It's amazing to watch that guy run.
What's amazing about the guys in the NFL is they can go from 0 to top speed with one cut or one move, and they're gone. It's. I mean, Barry.
It's vision. The
Oh yeah,
guys in the NFL have vision, and they know where they're going to go, and that you can go a lot faster than where you're going. It's
right.
a big difference. If
You know, and
where
that's
you're going.
and yeah, and during the preseason, Jahmyr Gibbs was not. He didn't have the vision, and that's where David Montgomery came in and said, "Hey, dial it down just a half a tick, and it'll open up for you, and then just explode to it." And when he finally kind of got comfortable with it, it was every time he gets the ball in his hands, kind of like how Barry Sanders was. It's like you sit there and you're glued to the TV because anything could happen right at that moment.
No
It's
doubt.
just amazing some of how fast these guys are, like how fast Rod Woodson was, and how Darrell Green was, how fast he was. Yeah, I mean, just stupid fast. You know, that Cooper DeJean that's coming out of Iowa, how he
Iowa.
chased the guy all the way down in the Big Ten championship game, even though the game was over. I mean, he freaking, I mean, busted it. And
He's a cornerback.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's one of those guys that could be on the board in the second round. You know, you might kind of take a chance on. I mean, kind of like a Jack Campbell type guy, all about the game, but it's crazy.
Brock, how
And
did you do tonight?
I did pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't hit my head on the rim or anything like that, but
Still
I
traveling.
shot pretty well.
No, at this point
Still-
at our age, no injuries, no rolled
Yeah.
ankles. That's the big thing,
Yeah,
right?
that's right. Well, if
Yeah, I
he's
like to
shooting from
get-
the outside, the activity center must have a new room on the back of the building for the seniors.
Now, when you're
Bricklayer.
when you're at the 3-point line, were you just chucking them up, going, Caitlin Clark? What are you doing?
Yeah, yeah, like Philip Seymour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hoffman.
Nothing but that.
No, I did well.
White
It's
String
chocolate.
music. String music.
It's funny how you really you use your left hand because it's too much work to go use your right hand. You're already on the left hand side.
Yeah, the one thing that I was kind of hoping for is that, once I had my knee replaced, would I be able to kind of, come down and play on that small court and just kind of jog up and down the court and have a little fun.
You could, because guess who showed up? So I've been putting it on Facebook. Scott Courier. He's 67 years old. He's like 6'4", but he's 67 years old, and he just had his knee done. And he played, and he said he had a ball. So Fred, I don't want any fucking excuses. Get your knee done. Let's go.
Let's go.
Well, I am actually calling since I lost my job, I got to call my surgeon to see if he's going to accept my new insurance.
Yeah.
But I got a lot of prospects, things coming up. So, I want to get it done as soon as possible if I can. So hopefully they'll kind of figure that out.
Yeah, guess what? You'll never be as young as you are right now, right?
Well,
Can't wait
no
for
kidding.
tomorrow.
I just can't believe, my dad. I'm just thinking about my dad. My dad played into his 60s, early, like late 50s, early 60s, and was still a defensive juggernaut, so to speak, for that, for Al and Jerry Workity and those guys. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You know, and I thought, oh, hey, I'm going to be able to do that too. Yeah, didn't happen.
So how many guys showed up, Brock? I mean, tell us about the little league, the little thing going you got. How many guys show up? You guys are putting in 4 on
Last week
4.
we had 8. This week we had 7, but I think Easter had a lot to do with that. And Dale
Mhm.
Volker showed up last week, which is nice.
Oh,
And
he actually left his house.
yeah, he played well too. He's in good shape.
Oh, yeah, he's in great shape. I mean, his wife makes him work out with her all the time. Speaking of somebody that polishes the knife collection of his wife, there's one right there.
Well, we didn't get into that. We just played basketball.
Yeah.
So you're getting enough to have 4 on 4 at least, and then it
Well, that
takes a
gym's
while,
small. Yeah.
right?
Come on,
Yeah.
Andy, you're like 10 years younger than me. Get your ass down there.
I'll be like DJ Burns from North Carolina State there.
Yeah.
That
Well, yeah, I'm
is
sure
tough.
Andy would come down and play, but he lives in Shelby Township. He's not going to drive all the way back to go all the way home and come all the way back to play.
That's my old stomping grounds. That was my elementary school gym.
Me too.
That it might be worth it. They still have the white backboards there.
Yeah.
Or do they have? They do. They don't have the glass.
No, it's all white. It's the same rims.
Oh
from
My God,
1950.
the steel aluminum ones.
You
Oh,
got to have some touch off those because I mean,
boom!
first
You start-
shots ball be take your shot will wind up at half court.
Yeah, that's why I do the finger roll. The finger roll.
Yeah,
his
We
favorite.
know where your fingers are rolling, Brock.
Yeah.
They're not towards the basket.
He's like, James Worthy going in for the finger roll.
Yeah, well, it was last year. My son played with us, and I'm like, hey, we're just gonna take it easy. So this is what a normal finger looks like, and this is what a finger looks like after you play your son. So
Ooh.
Oh,
snap the end of that son of a bitch, but it still works, kind of.
I thought it might have been Babowski that did that to you.
It looks
Well,
like
he
your finger
played
has
like
an
them.
extra finger on top.
Yeah,
That's unfortunate.
you're not
It's all-
making a good
it's
case.
all
that
fun
guys
until
come down and
someone
play
breaks a
basketball,
finger.
Don.
Yeah, but my son's not there, so it's good to go now. He's good
Oh,
to
it's
go.
good to go. It's good to go. Yeah.
Who was the Ming? Chris Ming played with us before COVID. Did you hear about that in the office there, Andy?
no.
Oh yeah, he came down. I forget who it was. It was Ming, but there was a couple of us, and I mean, like, so he's tall. He's like 6'4", and I didn't know what to expect out of him, and I was just kind of boxed out, and all of a sudden, bam! I'm pushed into the wall. I mean, he comes in like he's driving a truck, And he's not a small guy. He's probably 260.
6'4". Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a pretty big guy.
yeah. So it became a will of a test of wills, and I think I put him on the floor probably 4 or 5 times, and then he went to work complaining to Julie, your husband keeps knocking me down.
Wham! That's
So
what
I think I had to feel worse than him because his elbows were pretty sharp.
Oh boy.
But it was fun.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to go out there. I'd go out there, break my leg, and gravy would pour out, and it would ruin the floor, and I'd be charged to get that all cleaned up and
They have a
resurfaced.
defibrillator.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit, right?
It's a old, what they call life center, so they got all that stuff there.
That's why they chose to play there.
That's right. So the life
All
center.
medical devices could be had within arm's reach, Mike. That's why.
No, it's a lot of fun. It's pretty easy. It's not. We're not playing. I mean, I'm sweating but I avoid inside contact because, I mean, I don't want to get into that anymore. I'm just too old. I just want to be able to run up and down the court. That's it.
Well, the good thing is that when you take 2 steps, you're over half court there.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't hurt at all. That doesn't hurt at
So
all.
3-on-3 or 4-on-4 is probably good, but you play a 5-on-5, it gets quite crowded there.
No, we don't. We never play 5-on-5. Most we'll do is 4-on-4, and we prefer to have, 3 teams of 3, right? So then you can rotate a team in. And,
Oh,
I was just wondering if you were doing like hockey. You roll off the court, or you got a tag team and guy jumps over the rope and jumps in, takes your spot.
nope.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. Last time I played,
You're not there yet, Fred.
I know that's what I'm saying.
I
The
wouldn't
last,
be able to make it up and down the court, probably.
oh, you probably would, Mike. You just that court's so small, you'd say, "Oh, I might be able to handle
It was
this."
a great floor hockey court. Floor.
Oh, hell yes,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was.
And a dodgeball gym. It's
Oh
excellent.
yeah, hell yes.
Yeah, there's nowhere to
play-
hide in there.
Nope. Used to play dodgeball in there with Ken Bolivar, Mr. Bolivar.
Fridays from like 1:30 to the day ended. Yeah.
Yeah. Friggin' rifle. Wait, what's
Friggin' missiles at you.
Yeah, just throwing missiles.
Risers.
Yeah,
You know who else played? Was Bill Westroff played.
yeah,
Wow.
he's like a marathon runner, so he can run
He's
up.
always running down. I mean, of
Yeah.
course he couldn't
Yeah.
get out there in the court. I mean,
Yeah, he does real well.
Bill took the Thornton Mellon aspect of things. Hey, if you want to look thin, you hang around fat people.
Price hasn't called us then.
All right. Fred, you gonna play? Well, Fred's one of our largest actors that we've had. Pound for pound, he's one of our greatest American actors.
Ryan Dennehy.
Dude, that guy's hands were friggin' so huge. God. Oh, hey. Oh, that was hilarious back in the day. I was just cleaning out my closet the other day, and right on top were a couple of the yearbooks, and flip through it real quick, and so, saw some of the basketball pictures and some of the baseball pictures and stuff like that, and you're like, damn, I miss those
Reliving your
days.
glory days.
I was
No.
just gonna say, I was
No.
gonna start singing.
Back to glory days.
I'm just sitting there going, no, I'm just sitting there thinking, damn, that'd have been so awesome to be, oh, there she is, the pride of Marine City. Hi, Julie.
How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Is Brock taking care of your knife collection for you?
Yes, it's all
Shining
tucked
it-
away. All
Tucked
safe
away
and sound.
and all shined up really nice?
Yes.
Is that an inside joke, Brock? What is he talking
No.
about?
Come on.
What are you guys doing on a Monday night? I thought this was like a Thursday night thing.
Well,
Yeah.
we haven't been able to do it on a Thursday because people have lives and work schedules and stuff like that. So
None of
We
us
just-
have
Damn it.
lives.
Some people have to work.
Some of us.
Andy.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. So know how
Julie,
that
she steps right
Is
in.
that a jab?
Goes
Is
for
that- yeah.
Welcome to my world.
Brock, she jumps
Yeah.
right in there. I love
Yeah.
it. I mean, she gets in and starts hanging with the guys. Throwing
That's
jabs.
right. Don't let her pull the SES on you because you sit there and say all that stuff about her. It's Sofa City, sweetheart, tonight if you don't watch what you say there, Brock. That sofa's gonna be awfully comfortable for you, so make sure you get it watch
Don't
what you say.
don't listen to him, Mrs. Hanley.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
I know better.
I'm Rob,
Yeah,
by the
well,
way.
of course she
knows
does.
not to listen to Fred already.
Jeez.
Normally, before
And no one listens.
when I
anymore.
do this, she usually tells me what to talk about. Make sure you say this. Make sure you say this.
It was good to see you guys.
You too.
I'll see you tomorrow.
You
I'll
can't
see
be
you
doing the
tomorrow for sure.
Yeah. I'll
All
see
right.
you tomorrow, Julie.
Hit the road running, right?
Yes, that's right.
Oh boy, now you guys are in the home stretch.
Yeah, we
That's right.
kind of are. After spring
it's
break,
gonna go-
it's like
Boom, boom, boom. It's gonna fly.
it's gonna go by fast now.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
you guys have fun. Now you can talk about me.
No.
Make me a sandwich, woman.
You?
Julie Meatloaf.
Now, is that the first wife or girlfriend to be on the show? I think that's the first wife or girlfriend.
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might be sleeping in this room tonight. I don't know. You never know.
There's worse places to sleep, Brock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
Brock,
have you noticed I haven't froze up yet?
Yeah.
Yeah,
New
you
Xfinity.
did
Xfinity.
I am. Got her
Welcome to the
done.
club. Welcome to the
welcome
club.
to the club there, brother.
FZ3RQ.
No more drawing penises on my face when I freeze up.
We don't have to do that. They're already there.
Oh.
That's just mean, Fred.
I'm
It's just
sorry.
me.
I'm sorry. It was Tourette's, Brock. I'm calling Tourette's. Ball
Oh,
sweat shit.
You know, other foods are shaped like best ones. All the best ones.
All the best ones. Super bad.
Tube steak. I love it. I love tube steak.
Yes. Yes.
Corn dogs.
So hey, Andy, thanks for coming on to the show. I hope you had a good time. I'm sure
Yeah, it was great to be back. It's a lot of fun.
I'm sure. I think we should have you on again here soon, and I'm sure we will. I just wanted to let you guys know that all of you, and Andy, you as well, are all invited to the house for the NFL draft. If you guys want to come up for the first night, Rob, I wish you could be in town, but we can. You guys are more than welcome to come up. I'm sure Kevin will be here, and Bill Nesbitt and a couple other guys. So, have a good time, cook some stuff on the grill, and have a few drinkies and see what the Lions have to do. So keep that in mind.
Very cool. Thank you.
Appreciate the
That's
invitation.
offered to everybody that's a listener. I mean, all 6 people.
All 3 of them.
Oh,
Oh,
It-
yeah,
it-
all
it-
listeners.
Scott Willendowski.
It would have been 6,
All
but
right,
the other
folks.
those 3 have multiple personalities. So
All 103 subscribers invited to
Yes.
Fred's for the night of the draft.
yeah, that would be hilarious. What the hell is this? Party. Kendrick heels over. So
Mike,
But-
we're good to go for our live performance at the winery and brewery, soon to be
We'll be
brewery.
fine to have the technical skills. I don't know about you guys, but it'll be ready to go.
We'll be ready
Don't
to
worry.
go. All right.
awesome. So hey, you guys were on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Go to the notifications, give us a thumbs up, throw some comments in there if you feel like it, which obviously you guys don't because you haven't yet. If you see us in public and you got a topic, throw something at us. We'd love to hear that. That hasn't happened either. Brock, you're still in charge of coming up with some extra topics now that you got your Xfinity now, and you're not you got rid of your 2 chinchillas, keeping that wheel going so you didn't freeze up. And
One of them fucking died. I had to get it.
and that's why I had to get the Xfinity. And Andy, like I said, hey, always a pleasure to have you on the show, buddy. And we will be in touch with you in the near future.
Absolutely look forward to it, guys.
Cheers.
All right,
Awesome.
guys.
Cheers, boys and girls.
Peace out.
Peace out.